Welcome to my YouTube channel, Sanibel's Love. Today we will be talking about how to increase your milk supply from this to this. I also have a lot more in the deep freezer, but this is all that I could fit on the table. So, first off, I want to say congratulations to all my new moms and dad. If you clicked on this video, I'm excited to help you with your pumping journey. This information is going to sound like a lot, but I promise once you have a routine down, it's going to get better. Pumping at the beginning is very emotionally, mentally, and physically, but don't give up. It's the best reward for you and your baby. So, I exclusively pump, which means I only pump. I don't do any breastfeeding. So my daughter is about 5.5 months old. Her name is Sanibel. The reason that I decided to only pump was because once we went to the doctor a couple of days after we got out of the hospital, they noticed that she didn't gain her birth weight back. And I was very concerned. Obviously, everyone would be. So the pediatrician suggested that I put her on one side for 10 minutes, put her on the other side for 10 minutes, and then give her a bottle of 1 ounce of milk. So we did that, and she went back 2 days later. It was a Friday, and they noticed that she had gained her birth weight back. They had me talk to a lactation doctor, and she's the one that came up with the routine of putting her side to side. So she's like, okay, great. She made her birth weight back. So what we're going to do now is we're going to have you continue it over the weekend. We're going to have you come back in Monday and see how everything is going. Perfect. The weekend came. We kept practicing, but I realized that it was very frustrating once I was continuing to try and constantly put her back on the boob, and she just was not having it. So when we went back in that Monday, I talked to the lactation doctor. I'm like, you know what? I've decided that I'm only going to pump. I think once she realized how easy it was for her to get the milk in the bottle and how hard it was for her to actually suck on the boob to get the milk out, I think that's what was making her frustrated. So at that point, I was okay with not breastfeeding as long as I knew that she was getting the right amount of milk that she needed to get her birth weight back. But if you do want to breastfeed and you're struggling with having your child latch, definitely talk to a lactation doctor. That way they can help you and guide you with the breastfeeding journey. So here are some tips to help you increase your milk supply. Number one is you're not going to make a lot of milk at the beginning. So don't beat yourself up about it. Again, you're not going to make a lot of milk at the beginning, so do not beat yourself up about it. To start off, you're going to want to pump, and pump. The more you pump, the more you're telling your body that, hey, I need to make more milk. So I would say for the first month to 2 months, you're going to want to pump about 7 to 8 times a day. Yes, that is a lot. I'm very aware of it. But you're going to want to pump every 2 hours for 30 minutes. That's kind of triggering your body that you're constantly needing to make more milk. What I did was I set a lot of alarms. I would suggest definitely setting a lot of alarms because you're going to be so busy with, your new baby, trying to sleep, continuing to be a mom, be a wife. You're just going to forget that it's been 2 hours and that you need to pump. So definitely set you an alarm. But by the 3rd or 4th month, you should have a milk flow going that you don't have to pump as much. You'll only have to pump every 4 to 5 hours. So it gets better. Don't worry, it gets better. But you definitely do not want to skip the middle of the night, early morning pumping. I know this is probably going to be the hardest thing ever because you're going to be so tired. You probably just put your baby to sleep and you're like, oh, I can get a little few minutes of sleep. But hey, guess what? You got to pump again. So it's definitely important that you don't skip out on the middle of the night pumping. So another thing to increase your milk supply is drinking plenty, plenty, plenty of water. Um, so this is really hard for me at the beginning to drink plenty of water because I'm one of those people that just didn't like water. I don't know what it is. I just don't like the taste of it. I like it now. But so it was a very a struggle for me to drink water. So what I did was I got these. I just got these off of Amazon. They're just like water bottles. But I started with a small one. It's this one's 50 ounces. This one's not like my favorite, just because it doesn't come with a straw. So I constantly had to like keep tilting it like that. But basically, you pump, drink water. You pump, you drink water. You pump, you drink water. You kind of get into a routine of telling your body that you need to drink water. So once I got into a routine of constantly drinking water, I went from 50 ounces to 64 ounces, which is this one. This one is actually my favorite. Number one, it's 64 ounces, which is how many ounces of water you need in a day as you're breastfeeding or as you're pumping. You need at least 64 ounces of water. I do like this one though because it comes with a straw. So I don't have to like constantly go like this. I can just sit there and drink my water, pump, drink my water, pump, drink my water. Also, I like this one too because, like I said, it was a struggle for me to drink water. So I had the motion, it had the words to help motivate me to continue to drink water. Starts at 7 a.m., ends at 9 p.m. It's good morning, hydrate yourself. Remember your goal, keep chugging, feeling awesome, don't give up, almost finished, you did it. So yes, this was my favorite. Once I got into the summertime, I actually really started liking drinking water. I went up to the gallon, which is this one. This is huge. Same thing as the first one. Doesn't have a straw, so it's kind of not my favorite. But what I do like about this one is I would, since it was hard for me to just drink plain water, I would fill this up with like strawberries, raspberries, cucumbers, any type of fruit like that, so it'll be easier for me to drink. But like I said, only drink this one in the summertime. I tend to stick with the 64 ounce one. Another thing that you're gonna want to do is you're gonna want to eat, and eat. You want to eat as if you're still pregnant, because you're burning so many calories while you're pumping or you're breastfeeding that you need to make sure that you're still getting those calories back in. The number one thing that I actually loved every single day, I would eat it, is oatmeal. Probably my favorite thing to eat. It's quick to make. Sometimes I'll, make it the night before, put it in the refrigerator, and eat it in the morning. But if you would like to see a video of what I would typically eat in a day or what, is just good foods for you to eat while you're breastfeeding, put that in the description box and I'll post a video on what I ate in a day. So the next thing, if it's been about a week and you notice that your milk is still really, really low, what you can do is power pump. Yes, sounds exactly what it sounds like. It means what it means. It's power pumping. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna want to do it for 7 days straight. You're gonna want to pump for 1 hour straight. So that's 1 hour, 7 days straight. You're gonna want to pump for 20 minutes. You're gonna want to rest for 10. You're gonna want to pump for another 10 minutes. You're gonna rest for 10, and then you're gonna pump it for another 10 minutes, and you're going to be done with that after that. What this is doing is called cluster feeding. So basically it's telling your body, hey, we need more milk. We need more milk. My baby's still constantly hungry, and we need more milk. So with that being said, if you are breastfeeding and it's been like 30 minutes and you just fed your baby and you're like, oh my God, he or she they still seem hungry, that's impossible, I just fed them, put them back on the boob. It's definitely not impossible. They probably are still hungry. It's perfectly normal. It's not going to harm them. Giving them, you can never give them too much milk, basically. So basically that's what you're doing with the power pumping. You're telling your body, hey, either hey, I have twins and they're going back to back, or hey, my baby is hungry. We still need to make more milk. So, and if you are breastfeeding, what you want to do is pump on one side, or breastfeed on one side, for the first 20 minutes, and then the next time you feed, you want to go on the opposite side and pump for 20 minutes on that side. And you kind of just want to alternate so that your baby is not kind of developing what my baby did at first, was having a favorite boob. So what you could do is like get a hair tie, and when you're done pumping or when you're done feeding, you'll switch it on to the other hand. So you're like, okay, once I go back to breastfeeding, I gotta put her on this side. So that actually was a really good tip. But lastly, you want to, I know this is gonna be very, 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 very hard, but you want to try not to stress. Try not to stress. I know it's gonna feel overwhelming. You're gonna feel like you want to cry, and it's okay to cry. Like if you cry, don't worry. I've been there. It's gonna get better. So definitely don't worry. But the main thing is you do not want to stress over how much milk you're making, because the milk is gonna come. Once you just get into a routine, it's gonna come. I hope this video helped all my new moms and my new dads. And if you like this video, please share, like, and subscribe. That way we can make sure all the new moms and dads have the tools to what they need to set them up for success for breastfeeding or pumping, so we all can have milk for days. I will be posting new videos weekly, so make sure you hit the notification bell so you can stay tuned for all the new content. And I hope you're having a very great day. Thanks. See you soon. Bye.